Hello friends, and welcome back to Unbound Learners Pre-K. How are you doing today? That's great to hear. Are you ready to sing the good morning song together? Let's make our arms into a big circle out in front of us like this. Now raise that circle up over your heads, and let's give a little stretch from one side. Stretch over to the other side. Now let's bring that circle back down in front of us like this. And now it's time to sing together. If you know the words, make sure to sing along with me. Here we go. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. I hope that you all are having a wonderful day so far. Are you ready to get started with circle time? I have my pointer stick right here, and the first thing that we need to do is start off with the date. Now when we say the date, we begin with the month, and the month is right up here. Do you know what the month is? I'll give you a clue. February. The month is February, and today is February 23rd. So let's move the chip over from yesterday. Yesterday was February 22nd, and today is February 23rd, and right up here we have the year. Do you know what the year is? 2021. That's right, friends. So let's say the date one more time, all together. Are you ready? Today is February 23rd, 2021. All right, friends, let me see those counting fingers. We have so much counting to do today because we are going to count all of the days that we've had in the month of February. So let's start at the number 1. Maybe we should take a deep breath first. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Whew, there have been 23 days in the month of February. Friends, it's now time to move on to the Days of the Week song. And when we sing this song, we hold up 7 fingers like this because we have 7 days in the week. If you know the words, will you sing along with me? Here we go. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now let's travel down to right here. Does anybody remember what the day was yesterday? I'll give you a clue. Monday! That's right! Yesterday was Monday. So if yesterday is Monday, that means that today is Tuesday. That's right, friends. Today is Tuesday. So tomorrow will be Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. But let's go back to today. Will you sing Today is Tuesday with me? It goes like this. Today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday all day long. Today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday all day long. Let's travel back up to the top. Right here, this is the season. Do you know what the season is? Winter. You're right. It's winter time. And if we travel back down here, we have the weather. Now, first, we need to sing the weather song before we share the weather together. The song goes like this. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? Do you see my picture right here, friends? The sun is not shining, the rain is not falling, but something else is falling from the sky when I look outside my window. Can you guess what it is? Snow! That's right. In the wintertime at my house, we get lots and lots of snow. It's also a cold day at my house. What's the weather like where you live, friends? Thanks for sharing the weather with me. Now it's time to move on to the letter of the week. So yesterday we learned a new letter. This is the new letter of the week. Do you remember the sound that this letter usually makes? G, G, G. Now this letter also sometimes makes another sound that sounds like this, J, J. But usually this letter says G, G. And do you know what letter this is called? G. That's right, friends. This is a lowercase g. Now it's time to guess what's inside of the letter box today. So remember, inside of this box, I have something that starts with the letter G, G, G. I'll give you a couple of clues, and if you think you know what it is, take a guess. All right, friends, this is a type of an animal. This animal has 4 legs and 4 hooves. This animal likes to live in the mountains, but it can also be found on a farm, and sometimes people even like to keep these animals as pets. Do you think you know what it is? Let's see. It's a goat. Do you see this goat? It has 1, 2, 3, 4 legs, and on the top there are 2 little horns. Goat starts with the letter G. And did you know that goats are excellent climbers? Friends, we also have a new number to talk about this week. This number is a double-digit number. Do you know what number this is? 12! That's right! This is the number 12. And 12 is a double-digit number because when you write the number 12, first you write the number 1 and then you write the number 2, the number 12. Now it's time to count 12 tally marks. We'll start over here. Will you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 tally marks. And let's see what's inside of the box today. I wonder what we're going to count. Pine cones! Let me gather them all up. I can't even fit them in both of my hands because I have 12 and 12 is too many for me to hold. As I count them, I'm going to put them on the top of the box. Will you count them with me? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and one more makes 12. 12 pine cones. Okay, friends, it's time to move on to today's discussion. Now, this week we've been focusing on independent food preparation. And yesterday you practiced peeling and dividing a citrus fruit. So I'm thinking of another kind of fruit that also has a peel on the outside. This fruit turns yellow when the inside is ripe and ready to eat. Any guesses? Bananas! That's right! Bananas grow in bunches or groups on trees, and they start off as green, and as the fruit ripens, the peel turns yellow when it's ripe and ready to eat. So before we move on to the work for the day, I want to teach you another song. It goes like this. Bananas unite. Peel, banana, peel, peel, banana, slice, banana, slice, slice, banana, mash, banana, mash, mash, banana, eat, bananas, eat, eat, bananas, go, go, bananas. Thanks for singing with me, friends. Are you ready to see the work for the day? Let's go check it out. For today's work, you will need a banana, a kid-friendly knife, or a butter knife will work. And if you don't have a banana to use, Play-Doh can work just as well. So the first thing that you need to do is remove the banana peel. The banana peel is this yellow coating on the outside of the banana. Now, in order to do that, you're going to take one hand and hold the bottom of the banana, but not too tightly because you don't want your banana to get all squishy. You're going to take your other hand and hold it right up here at the stem. And you're going to give a little twist. And do you see how it's starting to break open? And you're just going to pull that piece down, down, down. There we go. So let's go back up to the top. So the stem isn't there anymore, but you can start to pull, 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 pull down. Let's see, there's still some peel left on this side. I wonder if I can peel it off in one try. So take your counting finger and your thumb, and you're going to hold the top. Oh, and look at that. Pull, pull, pull. There we go. Now the banana is ready to eat. But before we do that, we have one more step. We are going to practice slicing the banana. So let's just remove the extra peel down here. You can break it off just like that. It comes off pretty easily. Bananas are super soft. So if you don't have a kid-friendly knife, you can just use a butter knife like this. I love these knives. These are by Curious Chef, and they're really great for kids to work with in the kitchen. They're super safe, but definitely effective at the same time. So when you're working with a knife, you want to make sure that you're working in the proper, correct way in order to use it safely. So in order to do that, you're going to take one hand and you're going to hold the handle like this with one hand. Now with your other hand, you're going to hold the banana. You want to hold the banana to keep the banana from slipping and sliding all over the place. So you're going to start at the top. Make sure that this hand is back here while you're using your knife. And you're going to push down and again and again, and just keep slicing the banana into small pieces. Keep going. A couple more. Now, as you get closer to the end, you want to make sure that your fingers don't get in the way of your knife. So keep them out of the way. There you go, friends. Now this banana is ready to eat. And if you don't have a banana, you can just practice slicing Play-Doh. Play-Doh is nice and soft, very similar to a banana. So let's roll this Play-Doh out into the shape of a banana. And let's take the knife, and remember, you're going to hold the Play-Doh on one end, and you're going to hold the knife like this in the other, and slice, 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 slice. Just keep those fingers out of the way. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to circle time, friends. So because today's work involves using a knife, it's very important that you make sure that you're using the knife correctly and safely. Let's go over that one more time. So right here I have my knife, and as you can see, with one hand I have my fingers wrapped around the handle like this. This part of the knife is called the blade, which tends to be sharp. You want to make sure that your fingers stay clear of the blade. So with one hand, you hold the handle as you're slicing the food. And I suggest using your other hand to hold the food steady. When you're slicing it, just make sure that those fingers are clear out of the blade. Thanks for learning with me today, friends. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and find me on outschool.com for my live and interactive classes. You can also support this channel and get access to bonus features for your child by checking out my Patreon page, which is listed in the link below. Before we go, we have one last song to sing. Can everybody wave goodbye like this? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.